Welcome to another Replay Guy Hooray channel, otherwise known as the ARG channel. Well, we're finally back on the table and ready to continue this 1973 versus 1998 History Maker Baseball Anniversary Set Tournament. Tonight's matchup is a Game 3 of Round 3 in the National League between the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Diego Padres. These teams splitting the first two games of the series. First game went to San Diego 1-0 when they scored a run in the bottom of the ninth on a RBI double by future Hall of Famer Tony Gywnn, and they win 1-0. Kevin Brown the winner and Schilling the loser. Great game. Schilling had 8 strikeouts. He only gave up 2 hits. And Brown, who scattered 7 hits, went the distance. Both pitchers going the distance. Game 2, with the Phillies facing elimination, went to extra innings, and the Phillies pulled it out 8-7 in a crazy game. The Padres had jumped out to an early 4-1 lead. And then the Phillies, with 4 runs in the fifth, took a 6-4 lead until the bottom of the ninth when Mark Leiter, the closer for the Phillies, gave up a run, sent it to extra innings. Both teams scored in the 11th inning. And then in the 12th inning, an RBI single by Rico Brogna gave the Phillies an 8-7 win. The winner was Yorkis Perez in relief, and Trevor Hoffman took the loss for the Padres. And that brings us to Game 3. And once again, we are on Jack Murphy Stadium. It's a grass field and normal from both sides of the plate. Our umpires tonight, Bell is at, let's correct that. Dana DeMuth is behind the plate. He is semi-respected. We've got Bell at first base, semi-questionable. Walters at second base, semi-questionable. And third base is going to be Danley, who is linked. And actually, we're just going to move those guys up when I was looking at the Game 2 results. So it's Waters behind the plate, Danley at first, DeMuth at second, and Bell at third. On the mound for the Phillies will be Mark Portugal, and Sterling Hitchcock will be on the mound for the Padres. Leading off for the Phillies will be Glanville, designated hot batter. He has been hot all series long. Followed by Jeffries, the cold batter. Rowland, Brogna, Lieberthal, Abreu, Lewis, Relaford, and Estala are going to be the rest of the batters for the Phillies. For the Padres, leading off will be Veras, who's a designated hot batter, followed by Finley, Gwynn, Caminiti, Joyner, Vaughn, Hernandez, the catcher, the designated cold batter, Gomez, and then Sheets. Pre-game rolls, there were no issues for either team. The Phillies will be semi-harmonious, and the Padres will be semi-dissonant. We are ready to get started. And here is the first pitch from Hitchcock. Game 3. Winner moves on to the semifinals of the National League side of this tournament. And the first roll is a 2-6-6. And leadoff batter, Glanville is. And he continues his hot hitting with a single to right field. And here we go. Next batter, Jeffries, he is the designated coal batter. 245 is a hero. He's a semi-hero. He did not get the decider die, so he will pop out to second base for out number one. And we are going to go to the player experience chart for the next batter. And that would be Scott Rowland. Double ones. Prospect pitcher. Hitchcock is not a prospect pitcher. And that is going to be a strikeout for out number two. And that will bring up Rico Brogner, the hero in game two. 144. Flash. Is Hitchcock Flash? He is. It's a strikeout, but we are going to have to take a look at the umpire. Questionable or lenient umpire called for ball four. Waters is semi-questionable. The decided eye says he is, and instead of a strikeout, he walks Brogna. Full count pitch. It looked like a strike. The umpire had other thoughts, and there are now runners on first and second, 2 outs. Lieberthal coming up. That's a 1-3-4 gold catcher. No, both catchers are neutral in this series. Is Lieberthal a champion? He is not, and we're going to go to the outfield drama chart. And it's a 4-4. Center fielder iron. Center fielder is Finley. Finley is not iron. Oh, take that back. He is iron. Finley is iron. He's going to dive for the ball and he can't get there, and it is going to be a double. With that, Glanville's going to score. Brogner is going to go to third, and now we have a possible error on the play. And actually, Brogner is going to score on that, so 2 runs are in. And let's see. No, it's not going to be an error, but it's going to be a 2-run double for Rico Brogna. Excuse me, Lieberthal. Brogna scores. And just like that, the Phillies have jumped out to a 2-0 lead. 2 outs here. All this happening with 2 outs. And we are going to go to the team chemistry chart for Abreu. A 1-3 pitching team harmony. No, that's going to be a single. A 6 for Abreu. And let's see. And that is going to be another run in as Lieberthal manages to come around. And it is now 3-0. And we will go to the Baseball Now chart. Going to all kinds of charts here in this first inning. 3-4, cold batter. No. And that will be a fly out to right field to end the inning. So the Phillies score 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors. We go to the bottom of the first. 3-0 Phillies. First batter up will be Veras for San Diego against Portugal. A 1-4-5. Not a struggler, and that's going to be a ground out to third base. One down. Next batter, Finley. A 2-3-5. Is he eager? Finley is semi-eager. The decided eye says yes, and that is going to be a base hit just past the diving shortstop. So Finley is on first base with one out. That brings up Tony Gywnn. 1-1-3. Ace or dynamic? Portugal is neither one of those. Is Tony Gywnn a slugger? He is a slugger, and that is going to be a double to left field. And with that, Finley an active runner? He is not, so he will stop at third base. And just like that, here come the Padres with one out. Runners on second and third. Caminiti coming up. 1-2-2. Is he a workman? He is a semi-workman, and the decided eye says yes. It is a single to center field. Finley scores. Gywnn to third. And the Padres are on the board with their third hit of the inning, and it is 3-1. Portugal also now becomes a semi-struggler. And it's a 3-4-6. Eager. Is Joyner eager? He is not, and he is going to walk. Bases are loaded. That's four batters in a row. Portugal now a semi-workman and a struggler for this batter. It is Vaughn who comes up. And it's a 2-3-6 DB control. Mock Portugal is DB control. It's going to be a round out to the pitcher throwing home. And then the next batter is going to ground out too short to end the inning. Padres score a run at the end of one. It is 3-1 Phillies. Mock Portugal with a DB control comes in handy. The base is loaded. We go to the second. Leading off will be Relaford facing Hitchcock. And it's a 2-3-5. Is he eager? He is semi-eager. The decided eye says yes, and that's a base hit. So Relaford will lead off the second inning here with a base hit. And it looks like early on that we will be seeing a lot of pitchers coming into this game. This is the do-or-die game for both teams. Estrella coming up. A 1-2-3, both flash and fresh. And Hitchcock is, and that will be a strikeout. His second strikeout of the game. One out. We'll bring up Glanville, who's been hot all series long. He singled in the first, scored a run. 1-4-6. Flash. He is Flash. It's a strikeout unless Glanville has a good eye, and he does not. So Hitchcock with his second strikeout of the inning. 2 outs, runner on first, and Greg Jeffries coming up. And it's a 1-5-6. Is he a whiffer? He is not, and we have outfield drama. 2-3. Is a center fielder iron? Well, the center fielder is Finley, and we know he is iron. And it's going to glance off his glove, and the batter is safe at first on the error. Looked like a routine fly ball, and for some reason he did not make the catch. And it's an E8. And runners on first and second with 2 outs. That would have been the third out of the inning, so anything that happens the rest of the inning, the runs will be unearned. Roland coming up. He struck out his first time up. 2-6-6. And they have picked off Jeffries. Not sure where he thought he was going with a runner on second. And that is going to end the inning with no runs. We go to the bottom of the second. Phillies leading 3-1. Bottom of the second, Gomez leading off for the Padres. And it's triple twos. Gomez is not a slugger, not a sad sack. That is going to be a double to center field. A leadoff double for Gomez. So here come the Padres again. We are going to go to the team chemistry chart for Ben Sheets at bat. And it is going to be a 3-6 batting team harmony. They are not, and that would be a pop-up to left. 1 out. Up comes Veras. He was 0 for 1. A 1-2-5. Is he a struggler? No, he is not a struggler. Patient. Veras is semi-patient, but did not get the decided eye, and it's going to be a ground out to third base. So 2 outs. The runner remains at second, and that will bring up Finley, who's got 1 hit. Had a tough time so far in the outfield. A 1-2-6. He is fresh, and that is a line out to second base to end the inning. We have played 2 here in San Diego, and the score remains 3-1 Phillies. And I just noticed on the scoreboard, we got the wrong teams up there. The right logos, but the wrong teams. So let's quickly make that change. There we go. We get the scoreboard corrected now. And we go to the third inning. Phillies We're going to send Roland up. He struck out his first time up. 1-1-6, fresh. He is fresh, and that is another strikeout. Roland strikes out for the second time tonight, 1 out. Rico Brogna, he walked in the first, scored a run, and it's a 2-6-6, and he will fly out to right field, 2 down. So Hitchcock gets the first two batters here. Up comes Lieberthal, 2-run double in the first. And it's a 1-2-6, and that'll be a line out to second base. A 1-2-3 inning for Hitchcock. We go to the bottom of the third, 3-1 Phillies. Coming up here in the third inning, Tony Gywnn, he had a double in the first inning. He's had a good series, and it's a 4-4. He is not a scrapper. It's a double to right field. His second double of the game, Tony Gywnn. Trying to get the Padres started here in the third inning. That is the third double by the Padres tonight. And we've only played 2+ innings. And up comes Caminiti. He knocked in a run in the first, the base hit. A 2-2-3. Portugal is not wild. Slugger or utility. Caminiti is semi-utility, but didn't get the decided eye, and he is going to single to left field. And Gwynn, I don't believe he is an active runner. No. So he will stop at third. First two batters here are on base for the Padres. First and third, and no outs. Joyner coming up. He walked in the first inning. A 4-5-6. Patient. Joyner is not patient, and he will fly out to center field. And let's see. And it's going to bring in, it was deep enough to bring in Gwynn. So a sac fly to center field. Now makes the score 3-2. Caminiti still at first base. Vaughn coming up. A 1-4-6 flash. Portugal is semi-flash. Didn't get the decided eye. Champion Vaughn is not a champion, and he is going to ground out to second base. It's going to be a 4-6-3 double play to end the inning. At the end of 3, Phillies lead 3-2. Top of the fourth inning. Up comes Abreu. He singled in the first and knocked in a run. And we've got triple threes. Boy, we're rolling the triples tonight. Utility or sad sack for Abreu. He is neither one of those. He is going to hit a leadoff triple. So a leadoff triple by Abreu brings up Lewis. And that's a 3-5-6. Either they the same. Lewis is a right-handed batter. Hitchcock is a lefty, so no. Utility or sad sack. He is semi-utility. Didn't get the decided eye. And that is going to be a base hit for Lewis. Abreu will trot home for run number 4. Phillies now have a 4-2 lead. Action in the Padres bullpen. Relaford coming up. He singled in the second inning. 1-2-4. Control pitcher. And Hitchcock is control. And it's a ground out to short. It's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. Quickly now there are 2 outs. And that brings up Estelala, who struck out his first time up. 2-4-6, control pitcher. He is a control pitcher, and Estelala bounces one right back to the mound. That ends the inning, but the Phillies score a run. Now lead 4-2 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. The 7-8-9 batters for the Padres. Hernandez, 0 for 1. A 3-3-4 ace or star pitcher, no. Sad sack, no. And that is going to be a single to left field for Hernandez, a leadoff single. The Padres starting off again. Runners on base. Gomez coming up. He doubled in the second inning. A 3-3-6. Ace or dynamic? No. Sad sack, utility, or patient. He is neither one of those, and that's a single to right field. And let's see. Hernandez is semi-stoic, so he is stoic. He's only going to make it to second. That's hit number 8 by the Padres. There's runners on first and second, and no outs. Sheets coming up. 1-6-6. Workman or gilded? Well, he's semi-workman. He didn't get the decided eye, a good thing. Otherwise, it would have been base hit. Is Sheets a whiffer? He is, and that is a strikeout by Portugal. A big out there. 1 out. Runners on first and second, and Veras coming up. He is 0 for 2. Grounded out to third twice tonight. 3-4-6. Is he eager? He is not eager, and he is going to draw a walk. And with that, the bases are now loaded with 1 out. And Finley coming up. He is 1 for 2. He scored a run in the first inning. Big opportunity here. Bases loaded. 3-4-5. Iron catcher. Now good eye. Finley does not have a good eye, and it is a strikeout by Portugal. Another big strikeout. 2 outs. And we are going to go to the baseball now chart for Gywnn. Gywnn is 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. 3-4. Cold batter. He is not a cold batter, and he will fly out to right field to end the inning. We have played 4 innings here in San Diego. The Phillies with a 4-2 lead at the end of 4 in this Game 3 that will decide who goes to the semifinals. Go to the top of the 5th. Glanville is 1 for 2. A 3-3-5. Not wild. Glanville is not a sad sack. And he is going to single, and then he is going to steal second. So Glanville continues his hot hitting. That is his Ninth hit of the series, as he had 2 hits in game one, 5 in game three, and now 2 more tonight. 9 hit. And a runner on second base, and no out. Jeffrey's coming up. He is popped up to second and reached on an error by the center fielder. A 1-3-4 gold catcher, no champion. He is not a champion. We have outfield drama. It's a 2-5. It is center fielder iron. We know Joyner is iron. I mean, Finley. Finley is iron. And that is going to be a double. Glanville is going to score. And it is 5-2 Phillies. And still no outs. Finley having a tough time in the outfield. Roland coming up. He is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. A 3-3-6 Acer Dynamic. He is not. Sad sack, utility, or patient. He is not. And that is a single to center field. And let's see. Jeffries is not a stoic. He's going to come in. And it is now a 6-2 lead by the Phillies. And that is going to be it for Hitchcock. Hitchcock goes 4+ innings and responsible for the runner on first. It is 6-2. Brogna coming up. The new pitcher for the Padres is going to be tough. They don't have really a good bullpen. It looks like they're going to bring in Sanders. Sanders in the 4th inning. He will come in. He is a right-hander. It is Scott Sanders. He is flash and DB control. So Sanders comes in, hopefully to stop any further scoring by the Phillies and try and get the Padres back into this game. And it's a 1-4-6. Flash, it's a strikeout. And he is Flash. And Brogna does not have a good eye. And a strikeout for Sanders here in the top of the 5th. 1 out. Lieberthal up 1 for 2. A 1-2-2. Is he a workman? Sanders is not a workman. Champ or whiffer for Lieberthal? No. And that's going to be a line out to third. 2 down. Abreu coming up. He is singled and tripled. He has an RBI and has scored a run. 1-1-6, and that's another strikeout. Sanders comes in, stops the bleeding. And we go to the bottom of the 5th with the Phillies up by a score of 6-2. Bottom of the 5th, and it will be Caminiti. Caminiti is 2 for 2, 2 singles. He knocked in a run. A 1-4-5, not a struggler, and that is going to be a ground out to first base. 1 out. Up comes Joyner. Joyner has walked, and he had a sac fly to knock in the second run for the Padres. 5-6. He's not a struggler. Champion or patient? Joyner is neither one of those, and we have infield drama. For 6 is the shortstop gold. The shortstop is Relaford. He is not gold. And that is going to be an error by Relaford. His second error of the series. His first error gave the Padres a chance to win that game in the ninth inning in game 1. So, 1 out. Runner on first. Vaughn coming up. A 1-3-4. Go catcher, no champion. Vaughn is not a champion. And we're going to go to outfield drama. A lot of drama plays in this game. 4-6 is the left fielder iron. The left fielder is Jeffries, and he is not iron. He is semi-gold. And he is going to make the running grab of the line drive. So L7, 2 outs. And we will go to team chemistry chart. For Hernandez at bat, who is 1-for-2. We have a 4-5. Pitching team, batting team harmony. No, they are not. And it's a ground out to second. At the end of 5, Phillies lead 6-2. This is a Philly team that was under 500 in 19 and 98. And have surprised everybody by making it this far to the third round. And here they are up 6-2 in game 3. Okay, Sanders coming out for his second inning of pitching. In this tournament, the starters are fresh for the first 5 innings, and relievers are fresh for the first 2 innings. And we have a 4-5-6. Lewis is up. He's 1-for-2 with an RBI single. And is he patient? He is not patient, and he will fly out to center field for out number 1. I go to Relaford, who is going to go to the team chemistry chart. Relaford, 1-for-2, a single, and he grounded out into a double play. We've got 5-5. Pitching team dissonant. No, and that is going to be a foul out to the catcher. 2 down. And the number 9 hitter, Estrella, will come up. 0-for-2, a strikeout, and he bounced out weakly to the pitcher. A 5-5-6. Is he an ace? Sanders is not an ace. Is Estrella a sad sack? He's a semi-sad sack. Didn't get the decided eye, and he is going to double, a 2-out double for Estrella. Puts a runner on second, and 2 outs for Glanville, who is 2-for-3, 2 runs scored. The hot batter in this series. A 2-4-6 control pitcher. He is DB control, and it's going to be a two hopper back to the pitcher, and that is going to end the inning with no runs. And Sanders pitches 2 innings, and we will see a new pitcher in the seventh for the Padres. We go to the bottom of the sixth, 6-2. Phillies mock Portugal. Will be facing Gomez. Gomez 2 for 2, a double and a single. A 1-2-4 control pitcher. He is DB control, so it's going to be a ground out to short for Gomez. Sheets will follow that up with a ground out to short. Quickly, 2 outs, and Portugal will face Veras, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. 2-3-5. Eager. Veras is not eager, and that is a ground out to second, but he is semi-patient, and the decided die says he's patient, and he is going to draw a 2-out walk, his second walk of the game. So with 2 outs here in the sixth, that will bring up Finley, who is 1 for 3. A 2-4-6 control, yes he is, and that's a bouncer back to the mound. Portugal gets out of the inning, and at the end of 6, the Phillies with a nice 6-2 lead here in Game 3, looking to make the comeback after losing Game 1. All right, we're going to have a new pitcher for the Padres, and it is going to be Donnie Wall. Wall is a semi-eighth and flash. And first batter he will face will be Jeffries, who doubled his last time up and knocked in a run. And it is a 3-4-6. Is Jeffries eager? He is, and that's going to be a fly out to center field. 1 out. Up comes Roland. And that's a 1-3-5. We are going to go to the box and bogey chart. And it's a 4-6. It's a foul tip. Iron catcher loses it, otherwise hangs on for the strikeout. And they are both catches we said were neutral, so that is a strikeout. Roland strikes out for the third time tonight. And quickly, 2 outs for Rico Brogna, who is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Ripple 3. Utility or sad sack. He is neither one of them. It's a triple to the gap. So a 2-out triple for Brogna. Hit number 11 for the Phillies. And with 2 outs, that will bring up Lieberthal. Got the scoring started with a 2-run double in the first. He is 1 for 3. A 2-2-6, and he gets plunked. So he will trot down to first with 2 outs, runners on the corners. Abreu up. He is 2 for 3, a single and a triple. Wall trying to get out of this. Got the first 2 batters, a 1-2-6. He is fresh, and it's a line out to second base. And he gets out of the jam. And we go to the bottom of the seventh. With the score 6-2 Phillies. As we go through the home seventh inning stretch. All right, Portugal is still semi-fresh here in the seventh. He will stay in any trouble, and he will probably be coming out. It's a 3-4-4. Is he a prospect pitcher? He is not. Patient. Tony Gywnn is not patient, and he will pop out to second base. One out. That will bring up Caminiti. Caminiti, 2 for 3. 2-5-5. Star pitcher, no. Home run king. Is Caminiti a home run king? He is. It is a deep fly ball to left field, and it is out of here. Ken Caminiti with a home run cuts the lead to 6-3. A big home run for Caminiti. One out. His third hit of the game, second RBI of the game. And with one out, that will bring up Joyner. A 4-5-5. Is he flash? He is semi-flash. He got the decided eye. It's a strikeout. Joyner does not have a good eye. So Portugal strikes him out. 2 outs. That will bring up Vaughn, who is 0 for 3. And a 1-2-3. He is semi-fresh flash. It is a strikeout. Greg Vaughn strikes out. One run on the Caminiti home run. We have played 7. It is 6-3 Phillies. Portugal's night will be over. He went 7 innings. He will be going to the bullpen for the 8th inning. We go to the top of the 8th. Wall will still be pitching, facing the lower part of the order. 7, 8, 9. Lewis, Relaford, Estrella. And we have a 1-2-3, and it's a strikeout. One out. A 1-3-6 ace. He is a semi-ace. Didn't get the decided eye though. And Whiffer or Cold. Relaford is neither one of those. And we're going to have infield drama by Relaford. And let's see how this plays out. 5-6, first baseman Gold. The first baseman is Joyner, and he is not Gold. And that is going to be an error, and that is going to be an error on the third baseman. Caminetti with the error. Second error by the Padres. And one out. And a runner at first. And Estrella coming up. 2-5-6. Struggler, no. Champion or patient. He is not, again, infield drama. We've had a lot of drama, infield and outfield, in this game. 1-4 is the first baseman, Iron. Joyner is not Iron. And he's going to make an easy ground out. So that is going to be a 3-6-3 double play. And that will end the inning. No runs for the Phillies. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Bottom of the eighth, actually. 6-3 Phillies. And coming in to pitch for the Phillies. Well, let's go take a look at the bullpen. And it is going to be Spradlin. Spradlin coming in here in the eighth inning. Right-hander. He's a semi-star. Flash and control. He'll be facing the bottom of the order. 7, 8, 9 hitters. Hernandez, Gomez, and Sheet. Hernandez 1 for 3. 2, 5, 6. He is not a struggler. Champion or patient. He is not. And you're going to the infield drama chart again. 5, 6 is first baseman Gold. First baseman is Brogna. And he is not. And that is going to be an error on the third baseman. Scott Rowland with an error. And both teams now with 2 errors apiece. And with no outs, with Padres with a leadoff runner on first. Gomez coming up, 2 for 3, a double and a single. They are looking to rally back here. 2, 3, 5. He is not wild. Eager. Is Gomez eager? He is not eager. It's a ground out to second. So a fielder's choice. And there is 1 out. Up comes Sheets. He is 0 for 3. A 2-2-3 slugger or utility. And he is a semi-utility but didn't get the decided eye. And that is going to be a base hit to left field. First and second, and 1 out. More action in the Philly bullpen. We have runners on first and second. Veras is 0 for 2, but he's walked twice. 3-4-4. Prospect pitcher. Spradlin is not a prospect pitcher. Patient. Veras is semi-patient. This time he didn't get the decided eye. And he will pop it up in the infield to second base. Infield fly is called, and there are 2 outs. And that brings up Finley, who is 1 for 4. 3-4-4. He's not a prospect pitcher. And let's see, is Finley patient? No. And it's another pop up to second. That ends the inning. We're going to go to the ninth with the Phillies holding on to a 6-3 lead. And we're going to have a new pitcher for the Padres. And that is going to be Maselli. Maselli, the right-hander, is a semi-star, flash, and semi-control pitcher. He'll be looking to hold the Phillies scoreless to give the Padres a chance in the bottom of the ninth. Here we go. Glanville up. He is 2 for 4. A 2-2-6, and he gets plunked. So Maselli comes in and hits Glanville. Glanville on base again. And that brings up Jeffries. He is 1 for 4. This time a 2-2-6 without the decided eye. And that is going to be a fly out to left, unless Jeffries is a whiffer. No, it's a fly out to left. 1 out. That brings up Scott Rowland, 1 for 4. He's got a single and an RBI, and he has struck out 3 times. 136. Is he an ace? Maselli is not an ace. Whiffer or cold? Well, he is a cold batter and a semi-whiffer, and he's going to strike out for the golden sombrero. Scott Rowland picks up the golden sombrero. There are 2 outs, and up comes Brogna, who is 1 for 3 with a triple and a walk. A 1-2-5. He's not a struggler, patient. Brogna is not patient, and he will ground out to third base. And that ends the inning. We head to the bottom of the ninth. The Phillies up 6-3. And they bring in their closer, Mark Leiter. He pitched in game 2 and blew the save. But eventually the Phillies won it in 12 innings. So he will be facing Tony Gywnn, who's 2 for 4 with 2 doubles. Caminiti, who's 3 for 4 with a homer, and Joyner. So out of the order for Leiter. And it's a 1-2-3. He is flash, and he is fresh, and he strikes out Gywnn for out number 1. 2 outs away from another upset in this tournament. Caminiti, a 2-4-5. Is he a hero? Caminiti is not a hero, and he pops out to second base. 2 outs. That brings up Joyner. Try to keep things going. 2-3-4. No one, hot batter. He is not a hot batter, and he will pop up to Rowland. He squeezes, and that is going to do it. The Phillies have come back to win the series 2 games to 1. They got things going with 3 runs in the first inning and pretty much got great pitching from Portugal in the bullpen. And they have won the game 6-3. The Phillies had 6 runs, 11 hits, and 2 errors. Padres 3 runs, 10 hits, and 2 errors. Hitchcock is the loser, and Portugal will get the win. Spradlin with a hold, and Leiter picks up the save. So the Phillies have made it to the semifinals to the National League with this 6-3 comeback win in Game 3. That is going to do it. We will be back as we play other series. The games offline, they will be recorded, like tonight, if it is a Game 3 or a clinching game, like for Game 2. But we just want to speed this tournament up and get it over with before the Christmas holidays get here, which I think we'll be able to do. And that is it. I am in for a day surgery tomorrow, so I'm not sure what will happen tomorrow afternoon, how I will feel. But once again, I want to thank everybody for watching. Hit that subscribe button and the like button, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.